Reese. Pass to Duchess. Here's Harrington. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Courtney Vandersloot. And so it's Chicago with it. Back to Gray. For 3. That's no good. Misses her first shot of the night. To the inside. Reese goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
That's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to do it.
It's stolen by Carrington. Now here's Duchess. Vandersloot defending. Up top, Duchess. Out to Gray. Kept alive. Pass to Hillman. The shot from the low post is good.
Good job there. That's the definition of the inside-outside game.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And here's Breezy. Carrington. And the 3 off target. To the paint. Hillman, that's good.
Well, Vandersloot's unselfishness is part of what makes her so special. She loves to create for others.
Over to the left wing. It's picked off. Inside. And the basket by Cardoso.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Here's Carrington. And yep, a couple of bounces and it falls.
I like seeing Carrington pull up from here, showing just how impactful she can be on offense.
On the wing, Alicia Gray. Nailed from three-point land.
She's been key for them, the way she's distributed the ball.
No doubt. Look, when the offense runs through her, smooth operation.
Out to the left wing. Nelson Adota, covered by Cardoso. Shot by Nelson Adota, no good. Chicago in the lead, and there's the call on Carrington. That is her first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Gray. She's tightly guarded. Here's Atkins. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First personal foul.
Well, Ariel Atkins can do a lot for her team offensively, but she is also a very talented defender. She does a great job forcing turnovers and putting pressure on opposing shooters.
She's off on the second. To the left wing. Now here's Breezy. Gray defending. Breezy gets the bucket.
That's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
Now here's Vandersloot. D right on her. Cardoso open. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Pass to Breezy. And here's Nelson Adota. And the shot goes down. Now here's Gray. Vandersloot. Cardoso. Reese defending. Back to Cardoso. It's stolen by Angel Reese. Breezy with it. To the middle. Got her with the pump fake, just couldn't finish. Pass to Vandersloot. Here's Cardoso. The three-pointer off the mark.
Rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Here's Harrington. Over Atkins. And it's Carrington missing. It's stolen by Billings. Down low, McCowan. And she banks in the layup.
Obviously, McCowan's 6'7" size helps her down low, but she also has a little host of ways to beat you in some nice touch.
Pass to Atkins. Basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
That one goes. Count it.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Here's Breezy. And the three ball is good.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
And there's the call on Carrington. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Infamous foul.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Billings. Breezy. Up top, Duchess. Drains the three-pointer.
Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
And there's the foul. It's on Breezy.
Team foul.
That's her first foul.
Now into the lineup for Chicago. Sharon Nurse.
Pass to Banham. Covered by Carrington. 4 on the shot clock. To halt the run. McCowan with the rebound.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Banham with the rebound. Sky trail. To the middle.
Good idea to just foul Williams, an average free throw shooter. Don't give her easy looks.
That free throw missing.
At the line for Chicago. Elizabeth Williams.
And she's good on the second. Now Breezy. She's got 7. Pass to Carrington. There's the 3. Evens things up with that basket. Her second of 4, shooting 50%.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Here's Banham. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
2 minutes remaining.
Carrington grabs the board.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close. Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
And Williams gets it to go.
She worked so hard on her post move for finishing. Williams thrives close to the hoop.
Here's Carrington. Another shot, and she was fouled in the act of shooting. An opportunity for a three-point play.
The D got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
outside. Inside. Banham, no good.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Count that one.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Pass to Banham. Vandersloot outside. Williams the screen. 5 on the clock. Over Carrington. And Vandersloot gets it to go.
Smooth shooting from Courtney Vandersloot. She understands her role as a scorer, and I would say she plays that role well.
In close. McCowan with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
And there's the call on Carrington. That's her 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Vandersloot's team-first mentality does a lot for her team's culture. No wonder players love sharing the hardwood with her.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot by Billings, no good. Here's Chicago now, trailing here by 8. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. Now here's Breezy. To the paint, McCowan. And the layup's good off the glass.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Atlanta Dream leading by 10. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter.
Nice start to the game for them, tallying a few steals through one.
They've been aggressive on defense, and it's paid off, so I'm going to expect them to keep it up.
Here's Vandersloot. It's outside. Misses the 3. Outside Canada. Carrington right side. The kick out to Canada. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from 3-point range.
Check out the pace Canada plays at. She's got a shot up within moments of getting the ball.
Back to Vandersloot. To the left side wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Starting the second quarter and about a minute gone. Carrington right side. Pass to Duchess. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time. And the Sky making a change here.
Number 12, Michaela.
Here's Banham. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Six on the shot clock. Back to Williams. Banham from downtown. And it's Billings with the rebound. Canada with it. Pass to Duchess. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking that rim, Brian.
That's right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other.
And stolen by Canada. And there it is.
chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Now here's Vandersloot. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc.
A slight rebound advantage for them, one more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
It looks very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, he's getting me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Now here's Duchess. 5 points in the game. Billings. And that one drops.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Them beat you from deep.
And everyone knows that Nurse can shoot it from distance. She likes to shake free from beyond the arc.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Victoria Vivians on the wing. Breezy. It's a deflection. Here's Banham. Pass to Gray. And again, it's the sky from deep.
You set her up. Gray, always looking to shoot it.
Now here's Breezy. Tight defense on her. Here's Nelson Adota. Rebound Chicago. Here's Banham. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
She's killing them with her poor shooting.
Back to Canada. Pass to Nelson Adota. Cardoso with the block. Now here's Gray. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, non-existent.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the away team. Olivia Nelson Adota. 2 shots.
And she can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Here's Vandersloot. Outside Williams. Outside Atkins. Vandersloot outside. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Vivians. Pass to Breezy. Reese. Elizabeth Williams with the block.
The combination of effort, height, nastiness, it's a recipe for elite shot blocking. Williams, she has all 3 of those.
Now here's Williams over Canada, but she stays with it. Second chance shot. Back to Williams, and good that time.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Back to Canada. Courtney Vandersloot with some nice D. Sky trail. Pass to Atkins. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Cardoso. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Elizabeth Williams with the block. Outside Atkins. Gray outside. Here's Cardoso. And it's Chicago with another.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Here's Canada in the hoop for her third make from the field. She's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Now here's Gray. She's got 9. 6 to shoot. Back to Cardoso. The shot good on the assist by Ariel Atkins.
They'll want to generate more of those shots in tight.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Canada. To the inside. Here's Nelson Adota. Happy to see that one go in for her second make in 5 attempts. Chicago with the ball. Outside Williams. Pass to Gray. Here's Cardoso. It's good from long range. Here's Canada. 7 points in the game. Breezy. Defended by Atkins. To the paint. Nelson Adota with the bucket.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Outside Atkins. Cardoso. Out to Gray. Pass to Vandersloot. Here's Atkins. Clock at 4. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Out to Vandersloot. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
That pass had a little bit too much heat on it for her to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers.
And again, it's the sky from deep.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Now here is Canada. Now Breezy. And here's Canada. Excellent D there from Ariel Atkins.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Down low. Here's Cardoso. The shot good on the assist by Ariel Atkins. And that makes it a tie ball game. And that'll do it for the first half. Game tied. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
48.
have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway.
You have to like what we're seeing here from Cardoso.
What an opening half of basketball she played with so much riding on this team. She came out and took immediate control.
And that's part of what makes her so great. You know, in big games, she lays it all out there. She loves games where everyone is watching, and you can see why.
The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first two quarters. Outside Atkins.
Screen by Cardoso.
To the middle for the lead. Rejected by Tierra McCowan.
Carrington outside.
From outside, off the mark. Outside Atkins. Up top, Vandersloot. Back to Atkins. Launches it. They get it again. Here's Cardoso. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Well, her shooting has been outstanding. Definitely, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. Now here's Breezy. Vandersloot defending. Pass to Reese. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Gray outside. Vandersloot.
And here's Cardoso.
Takes the three.
Carrington grabs the board.
They start the second half 1 for 4.
Now here's Duchess. Defense right on her. Inside. Reese gets the bucket.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Gray outside.
And the basket by Cardoso.
And this is the kind of dominant scorer Cardoso is capable of being. For her, it's all about finding the rhythm and staying aggressive.
Now here's Carrington. 8 points for her. Wing shot on the way.
A rebound by Camila Cardoso.
Outside Atkins. Pass to Hillman. Atkins. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
Team foul.
That one on Breezy.
A relentless note taker and film watcher. Atkins soaks up basketball like a sponge, and I think it's what leads to her success on the court.
Breezy can't hit.
Great look, disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Those types of mistakes are magnified when it's a tight game like this.
Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Duchess, no good. Chicago leading. Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Atkins.
Now here's Cardoso.
Add the basket to her impressive total, and that brings her to 10 of 14.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They're having their way down low right now.
Now here's Carrington. She's got 8.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the
And that one misses.
Reese. 2 shots.
And she sinks the second. Here's Chicago now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Gray.
Cardoso.
And here is Vandersloot, covered by Carrington. And a basket by Cardoso.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
cans it from downtown.
Nice feed as Carrington finds a teammate with an even better look. That's just good offense.
And it's the Sky ball. Gray outside.
Cardoso. McCowan defending.
And that one drops for us.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Rejected by Tierra McCowan. Right wing. Now here's Duchess. Gray defending. Shots good by Duchess. And so it's Chicago with it. And there's the call on Carrington. That will get her 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives her 4 on the day, so she only has 2 to spare the rest of the way. That's not ideal.
Now here's Gray. 9 points in the game.
The offensive rebound.
To the paint. Tries again.
Cardoso can't get it to go.
To the inside.
Reese.
And the layup is good.
Well, we saw this in her collegiate career. The fear of contact does not exist in Angel Reese.
Here's Banham. Breezy covering. Back to Gray. It's tipped. They retain possession.
Cardoso can't get it to go.
Atlanta timeout.
Yeah, it's tough to see. Clearly, she's in a lot of pain. They call timeout, and they're going to get the trainer and get a chance to check her over.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Pass to Duchess. The rebound by the Sky. Gray outside. And her salute outside. Banham. On the wing, Alicia Gray. 4 on the clock. Connects from 3-point range.
A younger player who loves to learn and loves to improve. I don't think it's crazy to say that Gray will be unstoppable when she develops a consistent long ball.
Now here's Duchess. 7 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Nelson Adota. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Throwing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
And the call on Camila Cardoso.
First free throw is good. The Sky making a switch here. And good on the second, so she makes both. Sky trail. Puts up the 3. They get it back. Out to the wing. Here's Banham. That 3 off the mark.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, and Adi's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Here's Banham. Off target from outside. Carrington with the ball. Makes it off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two squads.
Yeah, they're really attacking the middle offensively. It's been quite the contrast.
Now here's Gray. 12 points for her. Let's go with a 3. Goes back up. The putback. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Down low. Here's Nelson Adota. Makes the bucket. He's now got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 on the game.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Banham. Gray outside. Shoots over Duchess. Chicago again missing.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Here's Canada. Sinks that one from the post.
That's a nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently.
They really are, and even though it's not a huge lead they've got, they're definitely in charge.
Kind of get that feeling, Brian, that team is playing so well. Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
They can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold on to it.
And I think that's probably what they'll do.
Outside Canada. Here's Duchess. Drilled it right as the clock hit all 0.
What a clutch shot. She's got nerves of steel.
Well, you've got to have some nerve to hit a shot. that at the buzzer.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Atlanta Dream up 11. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Outside Canada. Pass to Duchess. Hits it from three-point range.
What a smart feed by Canada. She's got a great eye for finding those ready shooters.
Got a piece of it. First outside. Banham covered by Carrington. Lets it go from deep. Rachel Banham, and that's good.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
The crossover. Not enough on that one as it misses. Outside Canada. That's another one for her. Her fifth in just 7 shots.
You can't let Canada get a look close to the rim. This is too easy for her. Great touch.
Courtney Vandersloot for 3.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Banham's shot is good.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here is Canada. Vandersloot defending. Billings left side. Pass to Duchess. Here's Canada. 5 to shoot. Here's Carrington. And it's good from the elbow.
Look at Carrington using her agility inside and using it to get to a point-blank shot.
Time called. Here, the Sky decide to talk it over.
Really, they're not pleased at all with the looks they've given up inside, and they want to talk to the team about tightening things up defensively.
Well, that's what's got to happen, and I'm sure the coaches will let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and that's a recipe for disaster.
And so it's Chicago with it. Vandersloot outside. Over Canada. Chicago again missing. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. To the wing, right side. Here's Breezy. And it's good off the back rim and in.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those, so I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense. She's really picking up where she left off in the first half.
Here's Breezy. Pass to McCowan. And here's Canada. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Banham. Breezy covering. From deep, Alicia Gray. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. They sure add up.
To the middle. McCowan with the bucket.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Gray outside. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Angel Reese. Outside Canada. Pass to McCowan. And it's good. 2 points. And there's the foul. It's on Breezy. That is her 3rd foul so far. Now here's Vandersloot. Not a lot of room.
Pass to Cardoso.
No good on the three.
She's not exactly killing them from deep. I mean, she had 1 3 ball in the first half, yes, but still none here in the
3
second.
points.
She's finally getting the feel for the deep ball. Her second 3 of the half right there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Canada. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Into the lineup for Chicago. Number 7, Ariel Atkins.
Now Vandersloot. And it's in off the backboard.
So clever with the ball in her hands. If you fall asleep defensively, Vandersloot will pull up on you.
Pass to Breezy. Free throw line jumper. That's in for her 8th bucket. Tonight, a hot 8 for 11 shooting night so far.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other?
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. That's good. It's her 7th made basket in 14 tries.
With a strong all-around offensive game, Gray is a consistent pillar to what her team does offensively.
Now here is Canada. Pass to Reese. Here's McCowan. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts. That's a scorching 86%. Now here's Williams. From past the arc.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
And here's Vivians. Inside, Reese. And she can't bank that one in. Now here's Vandersloot. Guarded by Canada. Pass to Atkins.
Screen by Cardoso.
And Ariel Atkins with the 3.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the 3 ball.
To the right side. Here's Breezy. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Gray covered by Vivians. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Now here's Breezy. Courtney Vandersloot with some nice D. Outside Atkins. Vandersloot offline with the 3.
Throwing up ill-advised threes isn't how to close this gap. Got to get a better shot than that.
Pass to Breezy.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The rebound by the Sky. Now here's Atkins. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, Atkins can score from pretty much anywhere on the court. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. She'll find a way.
Now here's Breezy. Harrington, defended by Atkins. Over to the wing. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. And she's been doing tremendous work feeding her teammates.
It's fun to see her activate this offense. She's 1 assist away from 10.
Atkins with it. Poke loose. Soft touch off the glass.
And you see the grit of Atkins there. You simply cannot quantify how hard she plays.
Now here's Carrington. She's guarded closely. Wasted no time on that one.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but if you keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
This is where their depth becomes such an asset. She's gone for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
Pass to Breezy.
Sky foul. Ariel Atkins. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the away team, Bryant. 2 shots.
And that hurts as she doesn't get the first one to fall. Really trying to focus now on the second. And she does get the second one. And that'll push their lead to double digits.
Didn't have the steadiest of hands at the line there, but that was all they needed to put a cap on this one.
Timeout called the Sky.
And your Blazers dance crew. Let's hear it for your Chicago dancers.
Screen by Cardoso. Courtney Vandersloot attacking. Good work defensively by Tierra McCowan. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. Cardoso with the block.
Yeah, get used to that from Cardoso. She racked up 263 of those in college.
And here's Ariel Atkins outside. And the series has been won.
What an incredible accomplishment. Getting to the
Thank
WNBA
you
Finals.
everyone for making
I'm
it
just
out
telling
to
the
the
players,
game, and we
enjoy
hope you
this.
had a great
Every
time.
player in
Drive
the
home
world
safe,
dreams
and we will see you
getting
next
to the
time.
finals.
It's just so difficult to win a series. To even get to this point, to take the next step, hats off to this team.
And now they get a crack at the title, which is absolutely awesome. All the hard work from everyone, whether it was the coaches, the players, the front office, the fans. They all had a big part in helping this team get to this point.
And that's it for tonight. Along with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, wishing you a great night. And hope you can join us next time as we continue the WNBA postseason.